Hello guys, so last night an SS3 student sent me this question and asked me to help solve it. So I say make I bring am for here now, mine know as they be. So let's look at the question. It just asks us to simplify this. One thing with any question at all, any calculation, whether in physics, maths or chemistry, is when you see it, your ability of knowing the topic from which the question came is very important, because if you don't know the topic, the topic of that question, it's going to be difficult for you to actually solve it. So this now is actually on that law of indices. Yes. So let's look at this. So you have 3 power n minus 1 all over 3 power 3 times 3 power n minus 27 times 3 power n minus 1. So this is what you have. So how do you solve this problem? So let's do this. So the first thing you do is you write down this. Now if you apply, like if you reverse multiplication law, this thing is going to look like this. Times, you understand? Multiplication law. If you reverse it, this is going to look like this. Multiplication law that says that when you have two values multiplying themselves and the bases are the same, all you need to do is to take one and then add the powers. That's what I applied, but in a revised form. And then I have something like this. Then everything over, you bring this down. Then 27, change 27 to an index. You understand that we have the power of 3. And if you do that, you are going to have 3 raised to power 3. Then here again, you reverse multiplication law. If you reverse multiplication law here, you are going to get something that looks like this. So you have something like this. So looking at this now, the only thing you can do now is to study the equation. You see both sides of the denominator and numerators have something in common. You understand? What they have in common is 3 power n. So you factor it out. 3 power n factored out. That 3 cancelling this 3n, that 3n cancelling this 3n, 3 power n is going to give you 1. You understand? The same 3 power n cancelling 3 power n here, 3 power minus 1 is going to remain. You understand? All over, when you come here, this is an equation then separated by minus. So what they have in common here is actually 3 power 3 times 3 power n. 3 power 3 times 3 power n is here and is also here. So factor it out, remove it out from the so you have this is the common factor factored out. So when you cancel this here, you have 1 remaining. If you cancel it here, you have this remaining. So when you have something like this, you see that 1 minus 3 power minus 1 is 2 here, so they can cancel out. This can cancel this. You understand? Then this can also cancel this. You will now have 1 remaining here over 3 raised to power 3. And then when you do the work very well, 3 raised to power 3 is 27, and that is the answer. So you can let me know what you think in the comment section. Remember, you can still send me questions to help you solve like this. Thank you for your audience. Bye for now.